comedian. I'm a nerd-specific stand-up comedian. I only talk about video games, anime, manga, comic books, tabletop RPGs, which means rather than a health insurance policy, I have hit points. My uncle raised me on Star Trek, on Star Wars. We were not impressed when the iPhone or the iPad came out. It's just a very complicated cat toy. We've been using tricorders since the 1970s. We've been up and ready for that. A new toy that's coming out this year that I was very excited about was the Pokewalker. The great idea of the Pokewalker, Pokemon came out and Japan has realized that the Wii is making people more fit. They're using video games to become a socially friendly, family-friendly, physically active. Does that not make sense to anyone else? Like, it just feels wrong. I can leave the house and play video games? The heck with that. So they made the Pokewalker, and the idea is when you walk with your Pokewalker, you are leveling up your Pokemon. So you're getting physical activity. You're leveling up your little Pikachu. Everything as well. And America looked at that and said, we have a sandwich that is bacon cheese between two breaded chicken breasts. No one will make a sin! Your efforts are in vain, Japan. We have ceiling fans. I'm going to attach this to my dog. All will be well. I just took my Pokewalker, glued it onto the back of a taxi. My big tooth will crush anything at this point. Oh, well, we will not lose weight for anything. We are Americans. It's part of our ingenuity. Another big part of our ingenuity is, of course, cosplay. Everyone up here who came out dressed as their favorite characters. Echo. Yay for echoes. Woo! The whole point of cosplay is to dress up like a character who you identify with, whom you love, who you care about in an anime. There are no gender boundaries. There are no cultural boundaries. There's no age boundary. There should be a weight boundary. I'm sorry, but I think we've ran into Man Misty enough at conventions. Phones have weight limits. After a while, you're just going to slingshot yourself up there. Thong straps are any higher? Suspenders. We don't need to see that. But American fans have this wonderful habit of taking something that they love and twisting it to their own originality. I saw last year's New York Anime Festival, there was a whole team of Team Fortress in bikinis. The bikini Team Fortress. Obviously, I was happy about that for other reasons. I saw someone took the Akatsuki from Naruto. Every parent is hearing, I've ruined your daughter. They took a Naruto character and made it into like a little puff gothic Lolita. So lace was everywhere, little bows on the ears. It was adorable. I saw someone else cosplaying Dane Cook's movie career. See, everyone laughs at that before they even hear the punchline. You'll be happy Dane Cook made people laugh. Could have been an actual pile of dog crap, though. I don't know. It was a very convincing cosplay. What I will say is I always feel bad for the people who come up to me after the convention, after a show, and convince me I remember them. It's like, honey, you were wearing a wig, you were wearing Sharingan contact lenses, you have a gigantic sword. I don't remember your face. And if you were wearing anything slightly revealing, I'm not going to remember your face. I was not looking you in the eyes. Fellas, I could use a little more support up here. Remember guys saying nice to a girl? Yeah, I'm just playing with him, honey. Yeah, you're so wrong. Oh. When they come up to me, it's like I'm supposed to remember you. I'm bad with names. I'm worse with faces. I just talk to you like you are the character you're dressed up as. If you come up to me dressed like Shakespeare's Romeo, I'm gonna pull you aside and tell you to stay away from that Capulet skank. I've read the fanfic. It does not end well. You'll hang out with Macbeth. All is well. Probably one of the best things I ever saw with Pokemon were two very good friends of mine. They frequented a bunch of my shows, and they were always dressed as Jesse and James from Team Rocket from Pokemon. And they always carried around a little Meowth. They always joked it was their baby, and I've been hanging with them for like 2 or 3 straight years. I'm running a panel, and I have either of them standing on the side of the stage, pom-poms at the ready. And just as a joke, I dropped to Steve, who's always dressed up as James. You've been trying to capture Pikachu, what, the last 15 years? When are you finally going to buckle down and go into some commitment? And unbeknownst to me, he was ready. Steve walks over to Shelly, cosplaying as Jesse. Drops to one knee. Don't ooh, I'm making half of this up. He pulls out a Pokeball, and inside is a rock type. And it is super effective. Jesse fainted. That was the Pokemon proposal joke. I'm glad it landed as flat as their marriage. They're doing pretty well, by the way. They're doing fantastic. There is a sea king running around here I'm trying to capture, which is an elusive little thing. Cosplay is, of course, a lot of fun. Another big thing that I do way too often are, of course, the video games. We gotta give it up for the video games. Like I said, here's every video game you've ever played from your TV's perspective. Later years. The Wii is far more dangerous. The Wiimote is indestructible. Japan designed this knowing we would go too far with it. You ever just decide, I don't need this stupid little wristband. This wristband's not going to do anything. So you just launch crack plasma screen. And the Wiimote doesn't have a dent. This thing's indestructible. It's fantastic. When Smash Brothers Brawl came out, they were hoping that we would use it to attack one another. Just this. What are you doing? Ow! I'm trying to throw you. You have to grab my character first. Comes on a garrote wire. Can do. Ow! What are you doing? Playing Snake. You know what it is when you're attacking someone on screen and on couch at the same time? That's efficiency. Japan would be pleased. It's Japan, okay? Back when America was afraid of radioactivity attack from the Russians, they were afraid of radioactivity attack from a giant lizard. How seriously can we take the Godzilla joke, everybody? That's why they made the life-size Gundam model on Tokyo Bay. Just facing the west. It was a scarecrow for Godzilla. Just sitting there. Alright, now's your time, Big G. Now's your time, Big G. Matthew Broderick can't ruin it for you now. Here's John. Oh my god, a Gundam! I am not taking on a robot. I have a bad track record with Mechagodzilla. I love everything that comes from Japan. I love the Japanese game shows. I have a huge fetish for the Japanese game shows because the Japanese game shows are like every classic Nickelodeon game show, but way more colorful and with far less rules. Because in America, if you get second place, you get a consolation prize. Japan doesn't like that. Japanese game show, second place is Spike's Pit. And even if you win the Japanese game show, you've still lost. You've lost your dignity. I pogo sticked through the mushroom forest and survived the sumo farting on my face. I'm gonna go home and gloat to my Warcraft guild. They're gonna believe me because they're my real friends. But an American game show is like a build-up to personal success. Like how much can they win? A Japanese game show is a countdown to public failure. And that is the true joy of it. But then again, what is better, winning the title of Human Tetris or winning a one-night stand with Flavor Flav? East or west, that's a coin toss that Harvey Dent wouldn't touch. Am I the only one who thinks that Snakes on a Plane sounds more like an extreme Japanese game show than an actual movie? Yes, I am the only one, thank you. I just think that maybe it'd be like the Japanese candid camera, like they would just set up a plane, 2 seasons, $15.99 on DVD. I'd go for that right now. They set up cameras on a plane, and every episode starts the same way. And here's the Kumusha family flying back from Grandpa's funeral. And snakes! When they survive the fly back to Osaka, will Grandpa have visitors in heaven? Ah! Happy fun time, family, Death Snake, plane ride. Brought to you by Wasabi. You're never ready for it. But what else did Japan give us? Japan gave us Iron Chef. Before we go into Iron Chef, who here has actually seen a dubbed original Japanese version of Iron Chef? That thing is classic. You're sitting down there with your little microwave bowl of macaroni and cheese like, I'm eating with them. I'm enjoying it with them. But the American Iron Chef is okay. A lot of lights, a lot of flashing, a lot of quick cutaways, but it's just missing something. It's missing that raw energy and ridiculous passion, all the danger. All the danger because they have the chairman, who is scheduled to just oversee everything like a giant referee. But in the American-Japanese one, this guy went all out. Like, he dressed like the Phantom of the Opera on crack. This guy dressed like Zero from Code Geass all the time. Giant button class. He came on with a cape. He had the giant Mickey Mouse gloves. He had a bell pepper just sitting on his shoulder like a parrot.